President Trump's projection of U.S. nuclear strength comes after the Pentagon announced a budget increase last year of more than $100 billion aimed at sustaining and improving our U.S. nuclear force. Though it's unclear if the arsenal has been modernized since President Trump took office. Kevin Corke live from Washington with more on that. Kevin.
Hey there, John. Good numbers you actually just shared there. I can add a little layer of context to that. That actually includes about $19 billion in nuclear enterprise investment as well. Now, you heard Rick Leventhal's report talking about what the president said on Twitter. I want to add a bit of context to that as well, because he made a statement that is getting a bit of pushback today. Now, he said he has already done something to improve the U.S. nuclear arsenal. Well, let me take you back to January 27th, and this is from a memorandum on rebuilding U.S. armed forces. The Secretary shall initiate a new nuclear posture review to ensure that the United States nuclear deterrent is modern, robust, flexible, resilient, ready, and appropriately tailored to deter 21st century threats and reassure our allies. Now, some critics obviously pushing back immediately, including a former Obama administration official, Ben Rhodes. I'm sure you probably know old Ben, the former Deputy National Security Advisor. He's active on Twitter. Got to give him credit. He's never at a loss for words. He tweeted this: "It's literally impossible for Trump to have changed our nuclear arsenal in 6 months. Alarming thing to lie about." Now, White House officials will tell you, look, the president's comments are true. The U.S. nuclear arsenal is stronger and more powerful now than ever before. His comments are a statement of fact and not a 200 days on the job assessment. I do think it's also relevant to share some numbers I think you might find interesting. This is the latest information that we have publicly available, where, of course, you never know what's actually happening behind the scenes. But publicly, we know this. Russia has 7,000 in its nuclear warhead inventory arsenal. USA 6,800, France 300, China 270, and just for perspective, I wanted to add North Korea. Even if we're talking about mini nukes, the number right now standing at 10. Meanwhile, the Secretary of Defense, James Mattis, is out with a statement, and this will certainly make it clear that the United States is not blanching or blushing away or in any way unprepared to move forward if it has to. This is James Mattis. While our State Department is making every effort to resolve this global threat through diplomatic means, it must be noted that the combined allied militaries now possess the most precise, rehearsed, and robust defensive and offensive capabilities on Earth. All this, of course, on the heels of the comments yesterday by the president that with continued threats from the North, the regime would be facing fire and fury, the likes of which the world has never seen. And we will be watching very carefully as we move forward in this story, especially as the North continues to make threats at U.S. territories like Guam. It is certainly a war of words that is got real, well, let's just call it real-world consequences. John?
Heating up. Kevin Corke there in Washington. Kevin, thank you.